Nobody knew what was happening. We knew something was wrong. We knew we needed help, but we didn't know what we needed help with. That thought was always in the back of your head, like at any time, what you've invested every ounce of your love and being into could be taken. At any second, I could lose somebody I love. From not being able to have a baby ourselves to instantly having a 4.5-year-old to now all of a sudden the state of Kansas is walking into our house 2 or 3 times a month inspecting us. It was a lot, really fast.
It was hard to become an instant family. There's things that aren't a part of our makeup that is a part of their makeup, and we didn't know really how to handle it. We've had an attachment disorders, ODD. One of our children is just would get angry, you know, and we weren't angry people. And we didn't have any tools in our toolbox to help them. We didn't quite know we needed more of a diagnosis so we can help them. And so we had a friend talk to us about Bert Nash. It was a really big moment for us. You know, having somebody sit there and say, it's okay, you are absolutely right, you know, this is not normal.
And that was the cool part about Bert and Nash was they were so open arms, it's gonna be okay. It was a relief that somebody finally understood. Like somebody finally understood what was going on in our life. The big family thing has always been, people are like, I don't know how you do it, and usually our response is, I don't know how you don't do it. Because we come home and you're greeted with 1,000 hugs, 1,000 kisses. Everybody's your biggest fan. It's amazing to see the teamwork. It's amazing to watch your oldest and your youngest, you know, holding hands as they're walking into church. And just to see that and to know that they're family, it's pretty powerful.
I think a life worth living, number one, that every life is so important, no matter what age and no matter what circumstances. You know, life is so unbelievably important and 100% worth living, no matter what cards you've been dealt. And if you don't give somebody a chance, then they can't do that. And so that's what we want to do, is just give these kids a chance to be able to live their life. And what Bert Nash did for us with that is giving them the tools and the understanding they can help make their life beautiful in the end, you know, and have the best life they can.
When I grew up, I was the youngest of 7 children. There was domestic violence, incest. I witnessed my siblings being abused, and I also witnessed my mom try to take her life when I was 3. The environment that I grew up in was very shaming. There was such a feeling of inadequacy. I just came to believe that that was going to be the story of my life, that I was just going to fail. From there, my parents divorced. I did my best to adapt to different situations, moving from my mom's house to my dad's house and back and forth. So between kindergarten and 12th grade, I moved about 10 times. As an adult, a young adult, I experienced a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder. Originally, I had anorexia. For the first years of college, I sort of broke down. And that's what originally brought me to Bert Nash. After 3 years in DBT, in individual therapy, I learned to moderate my emotions. I felt so much lighter, and I was so thankful. Today, after my time with Bert Nash, I am continuing to volunteer with children and horses. When I'm with horses, I feel completely in tune with the larger world around me. It pulls me out of that narrow tunnel vision into a big, broader, accepting world. Horses are very compassionate and present, and it has just really opened up a softness inside to be with them. When I think of the phrase, a life worth living, I think about dialectical behavioral therapy and my time with Bert Nash and how I gained so many skills to be more comfortable, not only in my own skin, but within my community. And then, in turn, being able to turn around and share what I learned with others.
I was 36 years old when I had the stroke. I was sitting in the hospital one day, and a lady came by, a nurse, and said I had a mini death. Your life is over as you knew it. You're ready to venture a new life. The old Danny's dead. The new Danny is here. Before I had the stroke I thought it was going well. My life on the outside looked good. I was so far into myself that I didn't have time for anybody else to talk. I mean, it was all about me, and always fighting, always mad at the world. I had a chip on my shoulder. I lost the place I lived because drugs took over my life. Tons and tons of drugs. It became scary. My mom got ill and had to come home for her funeral. I felt ashamed about seeing my aunt, going to my mom's funeral, not having nice clothes to wear. I felt like a dirty rat. I spent 13 years in Osawatomie State Hospital. Bert Nash has been a staple in my life ever since I went to the mental hospital the first time. They was really fighting for me when I didn't want to live any longer. I just gave up, and they continued to knock at my door. It took them about 7 years to get me off the drugs, to show me life is way different than I thought it was. Being sober is so terrific. Coming to this church, it showed me that it wasn't all about me. I mean, when I got baptized here, it made it about everybody else. They accepted me into the church so well. I mean, it's made me a better person. I talk to everyone in Bert Nash. I tell everyone that if Bert Nash helps me, why wouldn't I shout it to the world? Had nowhere else to go but change who I was, change what I did. I mean, it is a new life. It is a better life, and I can be anything that I want to be, but I guarantee you I'll be a good person.